Hello, good evening, and welcome back to episode number 23 of Fellowship Panchayat. And tonight we have with us, first of all, we are trying to join all the dots and trying to connect, fit this jigsaw puzzle. And we have like two more states which were yet to participate with us in the last 22 episode. But finally, first of all, from Serchhip district of Mizoram, we have Vikas Walke. Secondly, from Unakoti district of Tripura, we have Subhasis Mondal. And then from Gujarat, Tapi district of Gujarat, we have Hardik Parmar. And finally, from Wardha district of Maharashtra, we have Rupesh Ramgade. So I welcome you all and let's start the discussions for tonight. First of all, I'd like to pass to Subhasis.
Hello, good evening to all of you, and thanks Vedant for this initiative. So yeah, my name is Subhasis Mondal. Basically, I am from West Bengal and deployed in Tripura state in the Unakoti district. So I did my graduation in agriculture, rural and tribal development. And post that, I did my master's in development from Azimut University, and I have worked in two NGOs. One is Jharkhand-based NGO, but I have worked in Bihar for more than 2 years in the health and nutrition domain and livelihood domain. After that, I've worked in Pradan for exact 1 year in livelihood domain, like in FPO as FPO manager. So
Okay.
and now this is happened like MGNF is happened. So now I'm
Okay.
from here. Yeah, thank you.
And about Unakodi district?
Okay, so I'll brief about my state Tripura and Unakoti both. So this
Mhm.
Tripura state actually ruled by Maharaja Manikya dynasty. So it was independent administrative under the Maharaja during the British rule in India. So
Okay.
as in that time, total 184 Rajas ruled Tripura. In 1949, it comes under the Indian Union, and in 1956, it comes under the Union territory. And in 1972, it means
Became
the
a state.
Tripura gained the full statehood under the Northeast Reorganization Act 1971. And that time there was three district only, and now total 8 district in Tripura, and Unakoti is one of them. But that time the North Tripura district was Unakoti was under the North Tripura district. So that time
Okay.
North Tripura district was bifurcated in two districts. One is North Tripura and another one is Dholai. And again in
Mhm.
2012, the North Tripura district again bifurcated in two districts, and Unakoti district was formed. And
Okay.
is very that interesting story behind the name of Unakoti district. There is two stories. I share now after some time.
Okay, cool. Hardik?
Yeah, hello. Good evening, guys. So I am Hardik Parmar. So basically, I'm from Ahmedabad, but I am deployed in Tapi district of Gujarat under the IIM Ahmedabad. And so I have done engineering, so engineering background, mechanical engineering, and with a master's in machine design. I was working in the totally different field in the industries actually, and this is the first kind of experience in the development sector. I have previously worked, but not typically relevant or 100%. And regarding the Tapi district, it's comes under the tribal district category of Gujarat, India. So it's a nearby to Surat. Surat, you all know the diamond hub. So Tapi
Yeah.
is basically famous for the agriculture produces. They have the indigenous varieties. They have the handicraft sectors like barley, GI tech, and apart from that, there are like number of different crafts. The second largest dam of Gujarat, Ukai Dam, with the fisheries sector is there. So number of different primary sectors and allied sector activities are there, which we consider. And like my initiatives and project, I would say the first one was the Atal Tinkering Lab achievement, for which like that for that initiative, I was invited by the Niti Aayog in ATL Sarthi dashboard launch, which was
Mhm.
later published on a YouTube and was a live event. So that's the one achievement. Second was I have coordinated the district administration with an MOU for the CSR activities. for SHGs and artisans. So basically, what I covered is skill development and capacity building part, so that both of them can go
So
and
this
align their
work
activities.
part, work part we'll discuss in the next part.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So this is my background.
Sure, cool. Rupesh?
Hello. Hi, everyone. I'm Rupesh Ramgade. I'm basically from Yavatmal district of Maharashtra state, and I've completed my graduation in economics from Ferguson College. And after passing the graduation, I've worked with a CPC data analytics company in public policy field only. And after that, I worked with a social lab Environmental Solutions Private Limited from Pune office, but I was in Gujarat for 6-7 months in Dwarka city. For Hardik might know about this district, Devbhumi Dwarka district. I was
Yes.
working with the social lab, and then I was simultaneously studying for the competitive exams, and then I passed this fellowship exam, and then I joined. Talking about the Wardha district. Wardha is an agrarian district basically, and which is known for high quality cotton production. And Selu block of the Wardha district uh, has the costliest cotton, and which gives the highest uh, cost to cotton producers farmer. And in Wardha district there is a ashram of Mahatma Gandhi ji and Vinoba Bhave ji at Paunar. And yeah, this is the
One thing I do remember about
Wardha district.
Your district is our current prime minister or the party that they are aligned with. I mean, they kick off their campaign first from your district. Is there anything special about it? Their election campaign start from Wardha only. Yeah, every year. Every time
Yes.
they want to start campaigning for the Lok Sabha elections, they start from Wardha.
Yes, but no, as there is no such strong connection ki they should start from here only. I guess it might be because of historical backgrounds, because Gandhiji had started his
Satyagraha.
yes, Satyagraha from here. So that
Okay.
might be the reason.
Okay, cool. And finally, Vikas.
Well, thank you, Vedant, for giving me this opportunity to talk. And very warm welcome to all of you. And myself, Vikas, I'm from Pune, and I done my master's from Tata Institute of Social Science in Dalit and Tribal Studies. So after completing my master's, I was very keen that okay, I want to work in the Northeast. Like actually, it was very long wish. Basically, I traveled in some central India on bicycle, and then I I thought okay, next tour will be in Northeast. But luckily, with this fellowship, I got a chance to work in. So from particularly as we know that we hardly know about Northeast, right? So and Mizoram is never comes into limelight. We often come across news from Nagaland, Manipur, Arunachal, since it's a border districts. But Mizoram has been very peaceful state. It has around 11 districts. So talking about my district, it's a Serchhip district, which is very small in nature, and it's a border district which has around 64,000 population. So you can understand it's a very small district. So yeah, it's been a great learning experience. I'm learning a lot from society, and so that has been a good thing for me, I guess.
So this transition from someone who has grown up in Pune and then going to Mizoram, how has it been, like the whole cultural difference?
So Vedant, actually, from the I come from the village background actually, although I'm Pune. So I come from Pune district, which is in rural area.
Right.
But after when I was in my graduation, I started reading about all the tribal issues, Naxalism, and all.
Right.
Then I started traveling in Vidarbha. I traveled from
Yeah.
Nagpur, Wardha, all on bicycle till Gadchiroli.
Oh.
So I started reading about tribal issues, tribal policies. So in the part of as a part of my masters, I chose to go in Assam as my field work. So at that time there were many COVID restrictions, but I took a risk. I gave a written letter that anything happened to me, I will take a risk. My HOD was not ready to send me there, but I took a risk. Then I travel in the remotest part of Assam, which is Kokrajhar, South Salmara, and even I travel in Khasi Hills. So luckily, in this fellowship, I got a chance to. My first preference was JNK, and second was Mizoram. So after 2 years, I feel that it was the right decision, considering the political nature of JNK. So yeah, this is it.
Okay, cool. So now let's talk about the work that we guys have been engaged in. So we'll start with Hardik.
Yeah, sorry, like half of the thing I already said, but I
Yeah,
will
which is why I gave it
yeah.
to just continue.
Yeah, so as said, like the first one was the adult thinking lab. Like somehow
Yeah.
I was very interested in. It's due to the technical field because as an engineer we know something technical, and when we see the things like labs and equipment, so we get interested. So that's why it was the first project which was carried out. Another one was the MOU between district administration and CSR for aligning the skill development and capacity building activities of SHGs and artisans.
Great.
Third one was I will consider as a district level startup activities. Like for our district, like we don't have much employment opportunities. So what we can do is like we can just generate an entrepreneurship mindset. So a sensitization workshop was carried out. Later on, I have like just carried out this number of SHGs and artisans and push them for to become an entrepreneurs and get government schemes benefit. That was third project, and the fourth one is like recently the LOU has been signed, letter of understanding between CSR box and district skill committee for digital skilling and IBM skill build project. So
Okay.
that's ongoing. So these are my activities.
Okay, cool. Uh, Subhasis?
Yeah. Basically, coming to the district, actually, I developed two project proposals for the district. Actually, the district is very much agrarian in nature. So, based on that, I thought something is necessary for this district, like related to agriculture. So, I developed the integrated farming system project proposal, which may which will contribute in the GDP district GDP. So I developed this project, and another one is dairy farming. So now the Amul captured this district for the dairy regarding dairy means milk for the milk supply. So I thought why people will buy Amul milk if the district has some dairy unit, that they can sell it out in the district, and they can the district money will circulate in the district and just in the state. So I developed that dairy farm project proposal, and this was checked by our deputy director of animal husbandry department. So yeah, both these two projects I have done. Apart from that, this district is famous for two products. Like one is pineapple and another is incense. Agarbatti production. So my ODOP is also agarbatti incense. So
Okay.
yeah. So the pineapple is pineapple producing as a pineapple producing district. So they are supplying the pineapple in different state, outside of the state, and earning some few, I mean, the good amount of money. Also, the instance, the district administration also taking up this initiative, like we have to scale up this incense making unit. So there is a industrial state in my district called Kumarghat Industrial Estate. So there, this incense making project is going on, and Industry and Commerce Department are very much interested in doing that project. Yes, so these are
So
also
I believe some
means,
fellows were engaged in
yeah.
using, those old flower petals and all making incense sticks. Did you try something on that note or?
No. That's it's an
Okay.
emerging project actually. So it will happen in next time in course of time. Because this is a just emerging. So they are focusing on
Okay.
that starting phase. Yeah. So that's it.
Okay, fine.
Okay,
So
I'll explain one more means
okay, cool. Go on.
about the Unakoti district. Okay, so my district that Unakoti name, that
Mhm.
this name means comes from two. There is two different mythological story behind this name Unakoti district.
Okay.
So the story was like there was a Kullu Kumar. So he was a potter. So he was a big
Mhm.
devotee of Lord Shiva. So
Mhm.
he wanted to visit the Kailash. So
Mhm.
he was a devotee, and Lord Shiva came to him and wanted to fulfill his wish. So again, that the Lord Shiva has some condition, terms and conditions. Like
Uh-huh.
if you do what I say, then I will take you to the palace. Like so. He like Lord Shiva gave him a condition like if you make the idol Lord Shiva and different goddess idol 1 crore idol within 1 day, like before the next day sunrise, I will take you to the palace. So what happened
Mhm.
after next day in the morning before the sun hit the earth? So the Kallu Kumar actually made the one less than 1 crore of idol. So Lord Shiva left him in that place. So in that name, from that 99,99,999. So he made that idol, and the district name was like Unakoti. Unakoti means is less than 1 crore. So this name
Oh,
comes. Yeah. And another
okay.
story also there in under this means mythological story like Lord Shiva and other god and goddess going to the Kashi Varanasi.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
they took a night halt in this district, and
Uh-huh.
he told all the god and goddess that we'll leave this place early in the morning before the sunset. So when
Mhm.
Lord Shiva woke up in the morning, what he saw is like everyone is sleeping, no one is awake. So he carves other god and goddess that you will be like a rock. So yeah, so
Uh-huh.
left them in this place, and he left the place. And there was also 1 crore god and goddess, including Lord Shiva. So there are 99 lakhs 99,999 god and
Uh-huh.
goddess is there. So that
Oh,
in that relating to that, the Unakoti district came like this name
so do you
came
have a lot
in
of
the
temples?
district.
Because I just searched on Wikipedia and apparently your district is known as the Angkor Wat of the Northeast. Angkor Wat, it's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
huge
yeah,
temple in Cambodia, yeah,
yeah,
which is
yeah,
why
yeah.
okay, cool.
So also my
Ah,
district headquarters name is Kailash. I don't know the background
right.
of the name, but I thought, yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's an
Uh,
interesting district. I mean, I came across means before actually I had that intention to work in the Northeast. So I got this
mhm.
opportunity to work in the Northeast. So I thought, okay, let's go to the district. But before the name of means, I mean, uh, I know the district like West Tripura district Agartala. So I didn't know about
Mhm.
other districts. So I know
Mhm.
about this Agartala. So when I got that offer letter, so your Himachal district is Unakoti. So I googled the name, what is the name of it, how far it is from Agartala. So I came in the district, and people actually I have learned so many things in the district, that different things from the people and this culture. So I'll share it after sometimes. Yeah,
Okay,
thank you.
cool. So before I pass on to Rupesh, I would like to remember like it's been almost 2 full years of the fellowship, and I don't have even one full project to show. And this guy started, I mean, delivering projects right from the second month of the fellowship. I was like, what the hell is wrong with this
Oh,
person? So Rupesh.
nice.
Thank you, Vedant. As I had joined the district, actually, I met my collector ma'am, and told her that these are my responsibilities, that I'll be working in this sector following. And immediately after briefing to collector ma'am, she had given me the responsibility of coordinating among the stakeholders which were involved in the first pilot that I had implemented in my district. That is the skill development training center in jail for under trial prisoners. That was the skilling project. And collector ma'am had told me that we are trying to implement this project for a year, but it is not even kick-starting. So what you do is coordinate among all the stakeholders, communicate with them, and find out the bottlenecks, what are the problems, and we'll discuss about the bottleneck, and we'll find the way that how we can proceed further. So I went to all the stakeholders. Even there were 3 government departments involved in this project, and the head HOD of the department, 3 of them were class 1 officers. So problem was ki, they were not ready to go to the others' office to discuss these things. So what I did, I went to 3 of them in their office and discussed that what are the problems and what can we do. Actually, there were not many problems. It was just a gap of the communication between all the departments. I had collected all the information and went to collector ma'am. This is the current situation, and these are the problem that we are starting. We need to have a common meeting where we will call all the stakeholders and brief them that we are planning to do this kind of activity, and all 3 departments had to take the permission from the higher authority at the state level. And collector ma'am had assured that if you have any problem, that I will speak to state level authority regarding the permission thing. And we did exactly that. And just within after 2 months, we inaugurated that project. After my joining, I remember that it was complete in 3rd month. We inaugurated that project, my first project. In the district jail for under trial prisoners. And after that, collector, in front of the collector ma'am, it was the thing that if some work has been assigned to me, that I can deliver within time. So yes, after that, as many work had given by collector ma'am, I was trying to complete within a time frame. And after that, I implemented the district level startup yatra in Wardha district, which was open for all students and residents and whoever are in entrepreneurship field, who has already started their businesses but not had grown very much or very higher level. So we had given chances to them only if they are in initial stage and they need any incubation support or the financial support. So we would support them, and we did exactly that. We had organized that event at district. We got not tremendous applications in that, but we crossed 100 applications in that program, which was actually a good number for Wardha district, because this is very small district and considered as underdeveloped. We in Wardha district, there is no many bigger industries. So, and it is an agrarian district. So we had a scope to spread to the very ground level about this entrepreneurship thing and the startup ecosystem vagera. So we reached out to ground level, and it was first program that I was implementing. So many of them were knew that this is happening for the first time, and if it would have been a second or third year, so result might have been the better than this. So these are the things.
Okay, thanks. You're also engaged in some agriculture related project, I believe.
Yes. As being the agrarian district, actually,
I remember people's projects more than they themselves do.
Yes, it was an experiment of our department and agriculture department, we had implemented one project with the help of KVK. Trichocard, any of you know the Trichocard term, or what is exactly Trichocard?
No.
So Trichocard is made from Trichogramma insects, which eats the eggs of the larvae that is put on the leaves of the crops. If in order to get rid of that larva, we have to get rid of that eggs. So it was the Trichogramma insect which eats that eggs, so that the further generation doesn't exist on that leaves of the crops. So it was the natural process to get rid of the larva. Actually there is a name, but I'm forgetting that the disease name that comes on the crop leaves. So it was the natural. So we had decided, if we engage in training to the farmers only, then they can prepare themselves and they can use that trichocards in their field. And if they need, or the other farmers need that trichocards, they can supply to other farms. But what happened is we were over ambitious about this project. Actually, we involved all the farmers. So what happened? Farmers did not have that much time to allot for the training part. Actually, so we stuck there. We called them many times. Do attend this training. It is beneficial for you, and you can prepare more trichocards and you can supply to other farmers. But we stuck there. They did not have much time to come to the training, and they actually did not complete that training. And only 1 or 2 people came continuously, regularly, and they only completed the training, and they are working in that trichocard preparing thing. So actually it was a not successful project, but we tried our best to make it successful.
That's great. And finally, Vikas.
Yeah, Rupesh, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So Rupesh, we talked about the trichocard. So is it like a tossal production like thing? Means,
Yeah, it can
tossal
be
जैसे
applied
production.
any product which has a larva. There should be eggs of any insects or the larva. If there the
Okay.
disease, if the disease increase from the eggs, that disease can be get rid of with the help of these trichocards.
Great, nice.
All right, Vikas.
Yeah, so talking about my context, it's totally different. So when I came here, nobody knew what is MGNF and anything. So luckily, I from the very beginning, I got a non-meso IS, so it was easy to convince him. Then after joining, then we formed a district skill committee. So I started work from the scratch, and then immediately after that, uh, I worked on some of the ongoing projects, like we have handloom projects. Okay, in my district, there is a one Tenzol area which is famous for handloom. So around 2,000 women are working in that sector. They are weavers. So I worked on that project, which was basically to giving training under with the help of Mizoram University, and bringing them on their products on the online platforms like e-commerce things. So apart from that, I work on one CSR IBM skill build program. So we type with that with them, and we implemented it in around 20 schools and college. And personally, when I was preparing for district skill development plan, I got to know that there is a dropout ratio after secondary level. So I form a one strategy. I call it as a project Niti Kushal. So which was supported by my DC and all the DSC members. So then we then we allotted around 10 schools to each officers. So they have to go there, or they have to visit schools and monitor their activities. So it's still ongoing on. I feel that it's a long process. And just 2 months ago, I conducted first district skill competition, where we received a good response, and uh, around 60 students from different schools participated it, and they perform some of the skills like new startup ideas and handlooms, and even songs and drawings, everything. So first time it happened, and the things like new startups and all. So this was a big thing for them. So yeah, and apart from that, I personally took some of the entrepreneurship seminars and career guidance seminars in schools and colleges. Yes.
Okay, cool. So if anyone has any questions for each other, or we can move to the final part where we share our put an open session, share all our experiences, good and bad memories, everything.
Vedant, we would like to hear from you that
About the
Yeah,
yes, because we also
about the
want to
work
know
that
about your
okay,
district
so
and your work.
okay, so I'm posted in Latur district of Maharashtra, and yeah, I mean, like I used to joke about, like you cannot spell legislature without Latur. It's that important in terms of in terms of like political hot seat. So that's one part. Second is, I mean, for tur dal and soya bean production, this is one of the most prominent states across India. That thing, and then sugarcane. So we had political leaders who have their huge sugarcane factories over here. So these are a couple of things. Yeah, then there is Udgir Taluka, which sort of used to be the final checkpoint beyond which the Nizam's kingdom used to begin. So that's one more thing. What else? I can talk about. Yeah, so the projects that I was working, I was majorly invested in trying to get more apprentice melas, and trying to onboard more and more industries on the NAPS NAPS portal. Second part is some of my time has also been invested in organizing the job fairs and Rozgar melas and trying to increase employment numbers. But we all know the story, so let's not say that on the record. Then what else? So industry level skill gap survey we did. We conducted some. So there was major shuffling in the district skill committee. The DSC, like most of the northeast states would know, उन्होंने DSC set up किया, but we already had one starting from 2015, but it needed major reorganization because most of the members were least interested in actually participating. So when we would send out the invites and all, there was hardly any participation. So district employment officer and one or two officers, maybe women and child development, or ये दो चार लोग आते थे, district collector would sign the DSDP and leave. So now what we did is add more members, shuffled some of the departments which are not in participation, and even some industries, some industry leaders that they had, we asked them to send representatives or at least alternates. So that started happening. So the amount of participation, the number of members has increased significantly since the last few DSC meetings. That said, then again, in terms of innovation, so I conducted a lot of, personally, I conducted a lot of workshops and awareness sessions for students across ITIs, polytechnics, etc. And then based on that, we also conducted Startup Yatra, and currently we are in process of Maharashtra Student Innovation Challenge to promote more startup ecosystem over here. So yeah, that's the rundown of the work that I've done. And yeah, okay, so final open session now. And if you have any fun memories, embarrassing moments, good and bad
Vedant,
memories, go
yeah,
on,
I
man.
want to share. I want to,
Yes, please
yeah,
go ahead.
Vedant. So, yeah, I want to share something. It's related to project I forgot to share. Actually,
Okay,
I was
okay.
engaged in with one is means village organization. SHG is working.
Mm-hmm.
Means the village organization. So it was very much enthusiastic about their enterprise. So they opened a spice enterprise like masala wala thing. So they work on the like chili, turmeric, etc. So I help them in various way, like I help them in marketing, like I going to mega mart and different malls, so to sell this out. So they have demand like we need 40% of this means the margin. So they say these were like 40% margin loge to mera kya hoga, hum log ka kya hoga. So this like thing. Also I'm going for the spice lab test, but there is no laboratory present in the state, so it has to be sent to the either Kolkata or Delhi. So it didn't happen. So yeah, I help them means to my capacity. I means yeah. Also, regarding the MGNF program, when we all have that experience, like we deployed in the district, so no one was like didn't know about the MGNF. Most of us started from the scratch. So like
Right.
that, I have also started from the scratch, like MGNF. कौन है भाई MGNF? क्या है MGNF? So in the first week of my immersion, I met the one officer. So he was asking me like, what is your salary? What will you do in the skill development? so, so I answered the question and I thought, okay. So before the skill development, that no one is there in the district. So skill development, I am the first person who was in the district, means had started the skill development work. So now there is one another district coordinator deployed in the district, and he's like you see helping in different course of time. So yeah, so we all have started from the scratch, and now the thing is like now everyone in the district, like most of the department knows that okay, this is the MGNF. MGNF is like one project under the Sankalp. So MGNF is working under skill development. Sometimes also department means department को पता है तो क्या होता है कि सो लोग कभी कभी लेटर भेज देता है कि डिस्ट्रिक्ट स्किल ऑफिसर, तो लोगों को कभी कभी इंजीनियर के बारे में पता नहीं होता है, तो इट्स गोइंग लाइक दैट या so also I did sorry, but
Yeah.
youth aspiration study with skill training. Who got the skill training? So the most of the response was like they need actually the desk job. They
That's
don't
job, yeah.
enter into the entrepreneurship like yeah. So they उनको desk job चाहिए. तो और यहाँ पे क्या है, तो इस डिस्ट्रिक्ट में मतलब स्पेशली इस डिस्ट्रिक्ट में इंडस्ट्री बहुत कम है, मतलब इंडस्ट्री लगभग नहीं है. तो इंडस्ट्री नहीं है तो एम्प्लॉयमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटी बहुत कम है. सो क्या मतलब और वहाँ पे जो स्टूडेंट्स है और वहाँ का जो यूथ है, मतलब बाहर दे don't want to go outside of the district as well as state, so they want to be in the district and get want to get jobs in different departments. So yeah, so something is different going on in the district actually.
Yeah, I mean, this risk averse attitude we get to see almost all across India. He
Okay.
job करना. So look at us MGNFs as well, na? Like fellowship खत्म होने को ही we started immediately applying for
Yeah,
jobs.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, अभी मतलब रुपेश and I are in placement
Purely
committee,
it's
उसके
like
बाद में वो भी meeting है.
नेटवर्क इशू
हार्दिक,
होता रहता है भाई, यहाँ पे बहुत प्रॉब्लम है.
Yeah.
हार्दिक.
Okay. So in the starting, like as we all face, like no one knows the MGNF. So like there are 2-3 things initially for the like almost for 4 to 5 months. No one, even the district officials, was not considering like who is this MGN. So they were considering, yeah, ये तो student है, IIM से आया है, student है, चलो जैसे ही चल रहा है चलने दो.
I faced the same problem. Even
Yeah.
I was.
Exactly. So देखो.
आफ्टर क्या हुआ कि जैसे हम बढ़ते गए, पता चला कि अच्छा ये तो कलेक्टर के अंडर में काम कर रहा है, तो धीरे धीरे लोग जो है अच्छा ये ऑफिसर है, स्किल डेवलपमेंट ऑफिसर. बाहर के लोगों को क्या लगता है कि गवर्नमेंट ऑफिसर. डिस्ट्रिक्ट में सबको पता है कि भाई ये तो स्टूडेंट है, फेलो है. अब जैसे जैसे एक्टिविटी और आगे बढ़ते गई, अब फेलोशिप खत्म होने को आ गई, बाहर से लोग हमें पूछ रहे कि सर प्लीज हेल्प अस रिकमेंडेशन जॉब के लिए, जबकि हमारे खुद के लिए हम लोग अप्लाई कर रहे हैं. So
Yeah.
we can't say that. Like we can't say them that
Exactly.
we are looking for job opportunities and the fellowship is going to end. They are having expectations like we can just assist them in a job. So चलो
See,
ऐसे ही fellowship
the worst thing that could happen to us, जो रोजगार मेला उन लोगों की लगाया था उसमें हम जाके
उसमें हम भी जाए.
Next year, after completing the fellowship, we can join the Rozgar Melas.
For the MGNF, right? MGNF Rozgar Mela.
Okay, so one really awkward conversation I had, sort of. So this officer in my district, हर बार पीछे पड़ा है. Like I'm almost 30, I mean 30 now, and वो पूछता रहता है तुम शादी कब करोगे? He has asked me 43 times in total. 43 times. I have
Oh
kept
my
account.
God.
This is absolute like harassment के level पे. They just don't know कि कौन सी personal boundary होती है cross करनी है. So 43 times he has asked. Okay, and recently I was traveling with him to another district. हम दोनों ही थे, and then he asks me, okay, तुम्हारी कोई GF है कि नहीं? तुम सीधे पूछते तुम्हारी कोई गर्लफ्रेंड है कि नहीं? तो ठीक है, I would have said no, but people of certain age should not
पूछ
use
लेना था
some
ना कि
words
सर
like
आपके ध्यान में कोई है लड़की तो अभी
that's fine. But
No,
people of
like
certain age,
Vedant, was he
yeah,
Marathi
yes,
guy or someone
yeah, Marathi,
from outside?
Marathi. Yeah, Marathi. I'm just
Okay.
not naming the officers, but but yeah, if he watches the video, he will know who I'm talking
Okay.
about. But yeah, but my point is, people of certain age just should not use some words. Like मेरे पापा अगर आगे पूछे मुझे कि like बेटा तुम बम्बल में हो कि नहीं, हुकअप्स वगैरह करते हो कि नहीं, तो कितना खराब लगेगा वो एक्चुअली. मतलब इमेजिन करो वो कॉन्वर्सेशन. तो एग्जैक्टली इट्स लाइक दैट. व्हाई वुड ही कॉल GF? And then there was a car stopped on the side of the road. बोले वहां पे देख प्रोग्राम चल रहा है. बोले तू मत दिखा यार, मुझे नहीं जानना है. तो yeah. Okay, you guys.
Yeah. I want to share something like it's
Yeah,
like
please, please.
just warmth and love of Mizo people. So
Right.
in the very first thing, like when I was coming to Mizoram for an interview. Okay, so I was like it was in September, right? So the COVID was high, and considering the Northeast, there were a lot of
Right.
restrictions. So I was sitting at Kolkata airport. I was thinking that okay, how I'm gonna do and how things will be there, considering the all the restrictions, where I'm gonna live, and what would be the prices of hotels, rooms, and all. So I was just sitting there. I decided one thing that okay, I will find someone from the local, okay, who is traveling
Mhm.
from here, and at least I will request him to come with me, to at least so that I can not be like overpaid or something, right? So that
Mhm.
I can help. I can have at least a basic idea. That's what's the range of all the things. So I saw one guy. Okay, so I directly go to him. I talk to him. So basically he was coming from Delhi. He's playing with one football club. So I
Wow.
started conversation with him, like okay, I'm such a guy and I'm coming for an interview, and I want to go there for the next 3 4 days. I will be in Aizol, so I just want your help to just get me one room, okay, hotel room. So that conversation started at that time and it ended for more than an hour. Okay. So like within a hour, like our bond matched and our
Mhm.
vibe matched. So we went together even after coming out of from like airport. So from talking about Mizoram, so airport is around 18 kilometers from Aizol city, which is capital.
Okay.
So even if you have to come from airport to Aizol, you have to take a private taxi. There is no any public transport. So so obviously we decided that okay, we will go together. Okay. So luckily we got a good taxi wala, and then we reached out there. So first he asked me that okay, first we will do thing. We will go to my home and we will take some rest and then we can find. After talking with my mom, since I am also not aware about the thing, since I I usually not live in Mizoram. So I went to his home. So actually they are a family of three of them, his mother and his brother, who is elder, and they live there on a rent basis. So I just imagine the Mizoram and the COVID restrictions. There were all
Yeah.
the restrictions and all kind of things. So I went to their home. So only that friend was able to talk in English. His mother was not able to talk in Hindi, English. She only know Mizo, and even his brother was not able to talk in Hindi and English. So he was the only communicator with me to his mother and brother. Okay. So I went to their home. They gave me like they welcome me. Like just imagine it's a like only one room kitchen room, and
Mhm.
so when that my friend talked to his mother that okay, he's such a guy and he wants to live somewhere. Within a second, his mom asked him to that request me that not to go outside, live with us if he is ready. I was completely blown away that I'm a random guy and we look very different. We are outsiders, and
Right.
considering COVID restrictions are there, and considering their level of standard of living, like they are rented there. Okay, they are living on rent. So you believe it not, I lived with them for more than a week. They treat
Wow.
me like their son, and they took care of everything. And they used to like usually they eat very early in the dinner. Okay, they eat around 7 p.m. So she used to pray for my job. Okay, she used to pray for my
Wow.
like do. Okay, so and even that time I traveled with him in my district, some of the scenic places and all. So I had been to my district before getting the district. So I had that idea. So that was one incident. That family is still in touch with me, and they are very good, and I will not forget that in rest of my life, because it is one of the main thing.
If you want to
And
name and thank them on camera, that's fine.
yeah,
And you
it's
can acknowledge them in your dissertation
Hmm.
also. Yeah, that's perfectly.
so later on I met them. Like his name is Pante, and he must be around 24 age guy, and he plays
Mhm.
for some of the clubs in Delhi, and
Wow.
he keeps moving here and there. But his father, his brother is a just carpenter, and
Mhm.
his mother just look after his house. So they come from such a normal background, and they allowed me to live with them for more than a week. And it's just like one
Wow.
of the good memories of life. And one more thing, one more such
Sure.
incident. So after getting selected, so I uh, I took a flight from Kolkata, then reach out to Aizawl. So from Aizawl to reach out to my Serchhip district, it is around 110 kilometers. So it's a
Mhm.
4 hour journey, and public transport is sumo. So I reach out to Aizawl around 1 p.m. Okay, and then to reach out to my district, I reach around 7:30, but it was totally dark. Okay, so usually
Mhm.
it sun sets very early here. So I was in contact with my officers, but they asked me
Mhm.
to live in a tourist lodge, like specifically. So while coming in that sumo, so there was a one guy so sitting next to me. So we had a lot of discussion, and I was like curious to know about district and Mizoram and all the culture. So when I reached to Serchhip, he was also coming to Serchhip. So when I went to that lodge, it was closed. So he immediately said me, "Let's come to my house. Let's go to my house, or let's come to live with me. At least have a dinner with us." So you won't believe, I lived with them for next 4 days with their families. And like completely they are totally like that guy have a like two daughters, one younger son, and his older parents, like they are around 60-65. They really took care of me. And so after immediately after 4 days I got a official government quarter here. So these are the memories, and they are like they will be with me forever whenever I think about Mizoram. So this is the thing.
So basically, Mizoram is a huge Airbnb. That's it.
And like I'm confident that anytime in future, if I
Yeah.
come to Mizoram, I don't need to think anything. There are people who are like they are
Yeah,
eternal, and I can come here anytime.
that's really nice.
Yeah.
Any any final stories to come from you guys, Rupesh?
Uh, Actually, not funny or
It's all right.
actually, actually, when I joined the district, I was, as you mentioned, ki I started implementing my projects from my second month. So I was, as I started working, I was continuously working one after another projects, and I was engaged in, like, I got ideas that how can I manage stakeholders, or how I can get work done by do not saying the word to directly to the other officer, but in by other ways. Let's say if I want to get some work done by some other class one officer of the department, so I would not tell him that we have to do this work, but I would go to the collector sir or ma'am that, and I would tell him or convince him that this is very important thing that we have to do before start the project. So once he is convinced that something is important in order to start the project, so collector ma'am or sir directly gives the direction to that class one officer that this should be done in within a week or the days which requires. So it was the things that I did from the start of my fellowships.
Okay.
And one more thing, I would like to tell Vedant that I know Vikas from my graduation time. And one more thing I would like to mention about Vikas, if Vikas agrees about his traveling, he traveled throughout Maharashtra to the Chhattisgarh, and he was caught by some Naxal people at Buxar district with his two friends, and he was there for like 3 4 days with the Naxal people, and Maharashtra government got them out of that Buxar district from the Naxal people.
Excellent. Yeah.
So it was horrible thing for us because we were his friend and we were thinking ki how they might be feeling, and how they are, how these people would be treating to them. While after they came back to Pune, we had many programs about their experiences. So if Vikas would like to share some experience about that.
Actually, as Rupesh mentioned, it's like half truth. I would say that it's a one side of coin. Actually, it was not a kidnap. So you must have, Rupesh. I would suggest
No,
you
yeah,
to read
yeah.
my book
I
first.
said
You should read my
already
book
that
first,
we
okay?
didn't know. We would not know ki how they would treat you.
So the rest of all of you that actually the I have a like a habit of traveling on bicycles, and it's like a passion. So it all started in 2013. I travel in Raigad and even the eastern part of Maharashtra, like Nagpur, Chandrapur, Gadchiroli, Wardha. I've been to all this Pavnar Ashram and on bicycle. So in after this journey in eastern Maharashtra, so this was my third tour. So it was from like all the rail corridor zone from Sukma, Dantewada, and it was still Odisha's Kalandi district. So and from there to Visakhapatnam. So it was around 1,500 kilometer journey. So and to give an insight about it, I've been reading about this all the estimates or all the Naxalite from 2014. So we were very clear about the things. We are students, and it's our fundamental right to travel in all over India. Okay, so so this is that journey started in 2016. It was around 1 month journey. So we entered in from Gadcholi. We started our journey. from that third tour. And from there onwards, we move on to Sukma, then Teoda, and we were very clear that these things might be happen. We might have to live with them for more than a week or 2 weeks. But it's just that that news got leaked. Even like it was just not a journey. We used to meet a lot of people, lot of stakeholders, including DCs and NGOs, social activists, and all the stakeholders, all the people from all walks of life. And so we were knew these things could happen, but that news got leaked. And the day when you got to know through the all the new channels, before even before one day before we were out of their area, they released us. But it's just that this how this social media or how this print media work and this news media work. So we after that we had a lot of challenges, like we had to prove that we are not Naxal supporters, or we are not from in when we came out of their area, we had to prove that okay, we are not Naxal supporters. And when we were with them, we had to prove that okay, we are not a police police wala aadmi. So we are very, so you could imagine our thing. So
Yeah.
after coming from that, so like people like you, when you see that okay, 3 people from Pune, they are going there, and all kind of things come out. Like at that point of that Kabir Kalama's things happened. So all the people were cursing us, all the even friends were challenging, like they were questioning everything. So after that, we thought to write a book in detailed manner. So we wrote a detailed book, why we go there, what was our purpose. And it was not only one journey. It started from 2013. So our motto was like in Marathi we say की माणूस म्हणून जगायला शिकण्यासाठी माणूस समजून घेण्यासाठी. That was our motto, to be a human and
Yeah.
to live with like a
Understand.
human.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was our journey, and we learned a lot actually. And it was not a just a tour. It was a learning, lot of learning.
Yeah. Right.
Since we live in a different world, and our lives are very different. But these people from Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, this is completely different India. As Sharat Joshi always says, there are two Indias. Like one is Bharat, and that is India, and other is India. So these are totally two different region, totally two
Not
different
talking about the
areas.
current Indian political context.
Yeah. So
India and Bharat.
yeah, so I that's altogether different thing. And there are
Yes.
many stakeholders involved, there are many politics involved. So immediately after that, uh, we started talking with the people. We reached out to many students regarding book, and luckily that book is in the syllabus of Pune University. It has been there from the last 2 years. So many around 300 college students are reading about it. And yeah, I hope they take it as a positively to know more your society, to know more social
Yeah.
issues, and learn to develop yourself. So yeah, that's it.
That's really inspiring.
Vikas, what is
I'm
your
trying to settle. Yeah.
name of the book?
Yeah,
Actually,
please.
it's in Marathi, yaar. So we
It's
are
all right.
yet
You
to
can just
find a
share
good.
and then
We are
maybe
yet to
someone
find.
will, translate it.
Yeah. So it's a तीन मुलांचे 4 दिवस book, published by
Oh,
Sadhana
okay.
Publication. Yeah.
Okay.
So translate it in English and publish it again, so that we can also that review out.
Yeah,
Yes,
sure,
Vikas,
sure.
definitely, you should approach to the publisher that it should be translated and spread throughout the India.
Yeah, actually, we had a lot of discussion about it, but it's very challenging to publish at a like good publisher. Like
Right.
we can publish it at any time in English, but we need to have a good publisher first thing. And
Right.
when
Right.
when this big publisher comes, there all the money things comes out, right? Our book price is very low. We keep it very low. It's hardly 200 rupees book, and so that
Yeah.
money things comes. So we don't want to get into it. That's why.
It's all right. Subhasis, if you have network and you want to share that story, or we can wrap up.
Actually, I told the story. So, I want to say one thing. Then, like Tripura is like 19 indigenous community, tribal communities here, like Chakma, Halam, the Burma, Tripuri, Darlong, Mog. These are the communities residing here. And the Tripura, the tribal communities, they're very, very much lovable person, and they're, the hospitality, like you can't imagine their hospitality, way of hospitality is very different, very unique, and very lovable. So I enjoyed a lot here that their hospitality is very nice, and also the people here also means in office, but the people means people help me in different ways to that work in skill development and the entrepreneurship program. So yeah, so ultimately the people, what I say is people are very nice there. And the district is very small. Unakoti district is that 687 square kilometer area in Unakoti district, and also share the border with international border with Bangladesh. It's also the population density is very approximately 500 the population density, and the total population is approximately 3 lakhs to 2,78,000 like that. So yeah, so if I had Bengalis and that religious community, tribal community residing here, and the Bengali dialect is different from our dialect from West Bengal actually. And the interesting thing is like unique thing is like here is it's called Sidol and Sutki. You have the name Sidol and Sutki. I think you have mentioned. Sidol and Sutki is a fermented cheese. So they love a lot fermented cheese. So without the fermented cheese, that Sidol and Sutki, they can't have food. So I have tried in initial state for a few days or few weeks, and I thought okay, और नहीं होगा बस मैं थोड़ा मतलब मेरे से नहीं हो पाएगा तो मैंने मतलब ट्राई किया था बट हुआ नहीं बट यहाँ पे लोग they are enjoying their food and their Sidal Sutki. Also one thing the food is like recipe is like that bamboo soup. I think Maharashtra also have the bamboo soup, right?
Yeah.
I think yeah. So here also people enjoying to have bamboo soup, different recipes of bamboo soup. So I love I love the place. Actually, I have that intention to work in Northeast, so I enjoyed the 2 years, approximately 2 years here, and I'm waiting for the next opportunity. I had to go. I don't know till now, but we'll
Hope we all get
somewhere sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I bet we all have some amazing memories. And let's call it a day now. Thank you so much for joining us.